Why do we consider sexuality as something which is shameful and it's something that we practice?
In a country where 1/3 of young women experience rape, 50% of all women are experienced a forced first sexual experience, we as a church can change that statistics and make a difference for people in our dioceses here in Tanzania and in Sweden.
I've really been amazed over these last 3 days. The reason I do this work is because it's so transformational. I see that all the time, and we saw that here as well. People came ready to work, ready to listen, to ask questions, to really be open to looking at new ways of seeing things that can celebrate the diversity of creation and celebrate all that God has given us and how God has created us in so many ways.
Sexuality and religion are two things that go together, because we were not created by mistake. God had a reason to create human, but also he had a reason to put differences on a woman, on a man, and in whatever we do. That's describing our sexuality.
That sexuality is not only about sex, because when people see sexuality, all they think is that act of intercourse. But sexuality has so many things that which is dealing with, like how she said, issues of sexual harassment, rape, sexual health, and all the related issues. So why do we pick this small part of intercourse to represent sexuality?
We came to this knowing there would be some challenges because part of the beliefs in the culture, and certainly there were some moments of kind of tete-a-tete around scripture passages and people having some confusion about instructions and how does this fit with faith and how do we make this work. And we knew that, and I think that one of the beauties of this program is that we have room for all of that. We have room for questions, we have room for challenges, and nobody's trying to make anybody believe anything that they don't believe. We just want to encourage people to embrace the good news that is we're all created in God's image.
Most of us believe things just because we were told to believe so. But we never really got that chance to ask ourselves, why are we believe this? Or why are we perceiving this way? So this has really helped me to sit down and think so many things and ask myself if was I right? Oh.
On the issues of sexuality, I have learned that always never hold to what you believe like this is the absolute truth. Just always be open to receive new perspective, explore on them, and think a little bit about them. Don't be extreme on anything you believe in. Everything is just beliefs. And also I've learned that the Bible is so rich, and it has so many things that we have different ways of looking upon them.
And I'm passionate about my faith, and I'm passionate about scripture, and I'm passionate about sexuality. And I'm passionate about sharing these things. And I want to tell you that I feel it's such an incredible privilege to be able to share this space with people who have that same passion as I do. I so enjoy being able to be in a place where people have the same faith as me, where people have the same love for scripture as me, and where people learn with me the beauty of who it is that God has created us to be.
And to see people embrace that and have their eyes light up and their hearts be full, and to see them have the connection between sexuality and their faith and also to be aware that being a part of a church means being a part of justice and standing with a movement toward more justice for more people is so exhilarating. I'm just thrilled with this time.
It is the time to break, to stop or to break our silence, so that to be open to all people, so that we can talk, we can discuss, and to find the good way, so that the education can be delivered, so that everyone can understand.
And so it is very important to use all to talk about sexuality and be proud of it wherever we are. And there is a saying that charity begins at home. We believe that a parent is the one who should be the first ambassador to talk about sexuality to the kids or his or her children before they go to the outer community. Because if you don't talk about it, it can bring misunderstanding to the kid, but also the person will not be open-minded. It is very good to share at the family ground, but also to share it in the community ground.
So we are all invited not to sit back and relax and enjoy the comfort zones, but we are invited to raise, to shout aloud, not to take heed to timidity, but to be in solidarity against the forces that really dehumanizes and takes away the joy that God created for all of us to enjoy.